Today's segment of The Next Chapter is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
The first ever Lexus TX is here for all the moments.
Hey Lexus, take me to Tahani Resort.
Introducing the three-row SUV that treats every seat like the best seat. The first ever Lexus TX.
India has produced several iconic musical duos like Lakshmikant Pyarelal, Kalyanji Anandji, and Shankar Jaikishan, to name a few. Adding to that list of duos who've withstood the test of time and continue to bang out chartbusters year after year, decade after decade, are Vishal and Sheykhar. So what's the secret to their success? Mohit finds out.
Gentlemen, you guys have done it again. The fighter songs are topping the charts. Are you guys feeling deja vu since a similar thing happened last year at this time with Pathaan? Vishal sir?
It happens because of shit. This is the truth. Man has ear for... No, he has the... I'm telling you, this is the guy who writes the tune and like even Jhume Jo Pathaan, he just hummed the chorus and I was like, man, phatega yaar ye. Same for these, all of these.
We always kind of set out with having a lot of fun when we start a project, right? It's always kind of, let's have a blast on this one, right? And after Fighter's narration, it was so impactful that we immediately started making music on the spot. So the energy was insane on this film. So I think when both of us like sit and jam and have fun together and have lots and lots of coffee, magic happens.
We got to credit Siddharth for it. Siddharth's music is very much Siddharth's music. It's not, if you hear our music in other films, it's not the same as when we do a Siddharth Anand film. He's got a very specific taste. He knows what he wants. He makes our life a living hell, but for whatever it's worth. No, I mean, in a good way. As friends, look, this is a guy who can come to our house at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, Mira, you know what I'm saying? Other people don't have that connection with us. You know, we've known each other from his first film onwards. So even right now, I think Sheykhar, Siddharth and I are in the middle of a huge fight right now. But the truth of the matter is all of it is from love. We're all working towards, as I said, we serve the film, we serve the song.
I have to ask you, do you guys create music based on the casting? Because, you know, when I see a song like Ghumru or Ishq Jaisa Kuch, they seem to be created for Hrithik and his leading lady. Is that so?
Hrithik is like a dream for your song. Yeah, he's one of the most beautiful human beings. And second, he's so good at his, acting and dancing and everything. And then when you're making a song, keeping Hrithik in mind, or, there's subconsciously there is, you can see Hrithik doing the steps. When the beat is playing, you kind of see the way. And Siddharth shoots songs very well. Siddharth has one really awesome way of, capturing the dance step, the location, all the songs of ours. I think he's really topped up on the way the songs look. And that's a very important thing. Because film music is an audio-visual package. It's basically you see music, right? It's not you hear the music first. It's a combination.
You both have been very vocal about praising Siddharth. I have to ask you guys, you both aren't just
we're not praising him. We are not praising him. वो नाक में दम है हमारी. But because of that, his music is always special.
Right.
If you don't praise our friends. You don't praise your friends. You always, if you know how friendship works, you always say nasty about your friends. खुदा जाने के मैं फिदा हूँ. खुदा जाने मैं मिट गया. खुदा जाने ये क्यों हुआ है कि बन गए हो तुम मेरे खुदा.
You both aren't just composers, but wonderful singers in your own right. How do you guys decide, that, I think my voice would do justice to this track, or vice versa?
I think for both of us, and I'll say this, and I feel this very strongly, that when we no one sings better than Vishal and Sheykhar. on Vishal and Sheykhar song.
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੇਲੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਨ ਅ ਸ਼ਾਈਨਿੰਗ ਫਿਊਚਰ ਸਾਡਾ ਬ੍ਰਾਈਟ ਸੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੇਲੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬਸ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਓਏ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੰਗ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਆਲਰਾਈਟ ਸੀ
We always struggle, when we try to kind of, get another singer, that yaar, wo jo vibe hai, wo kaise match karenge. And then sometimes we all of us kind of, feel that, acha, theek hai, this is a new texture, this is a new voice. He sung it a little differently, that adds a little magic to the whole thing. But I would say Vishal, when he composes something and he sings it, no one else can sing that.
You know you're so hot, you're on fire. 1, 2, 3, go! We must be thodi, bas pyar ka naam na lena. I hate love story. Mil gaye jo chora chori. We must be thodi, bas pyar ka naam na lena. I hate love story.
And I personally feel that, it's always the composer's song, right? It's always the guy who's made the song, and that voice sounds beautiful in that because you felt it at that point. You know what I'm saying? Singers come and they have 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours, and they can kind of come and just sing the song, and they hear the song for the first time, and then they sing, and then they leave. But we've lived with the song for a very long time, so I think
for months, sometimes years, and before the singer comes in.
खुदाया तू पता कहाँ उसका पता अता कर मैं उसके बिना बेपता हूँ बेपता 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 हूँ.
As fans, as music lovers, we stay with the songs like how we still stay with Shankar beats. I think you guys have always been a step ahead. You guys have always tried to reinvent yourself. Vishal sir, how important is it to keep reinventing yourself? Because it's a double-edged sword, right? Sometimes things work, sometimes don't work.
I'm going to tell you something that I really hope that there are other musicians out there who are listening to right now, listening to this interview, and because there's a lot of conversation about how music, how transient it is, how you need to keep changing yourself, and so on and so forth. And you don't actually need to do any of that. You just see, look, the truth of the matter is you need to really just enjoy yourself, and you need to be open-minded. You need to have your ears open. You need to have a good time. Beyond that, look, if music is ever a job, you've lost it.
तू ही दिल है, तू ही जान भी है, तू खुशी है, आसरा भी है, तेरी चाहत जिंदगी है, तू मोहब्बत, तू आशिकी है.
I just want to say one more thing since you brought up Shankar beats and voices back to back in a question. This is something we've said everywhere, like the songs that are forthcoming specifically. Not so, I mean, of course he could have rocked Sher Khul Gaya and he would have rocked Ishq Jaisa Kuch also and Hirasmani also, but there are songs that have a very deep soul in this film, and we really, like when we wrote those songs, we thought about KK, and 4 days later he was gone. And I think it's only right that we say his name every time we talk about the soundtrack of this film, because even though he didn't know it at the time, because we didn't make the call, we said we'll call him when the songs are ready. But he was in the room with us. We thought of his voice when we were making the song. So, it's in there somewhere. I mean, it just means a lot to us that to be able to remember him through all of it.